Here we are with the Apple TV to show you some of the best free and pay subscription service on streaming. What we have, number one, with over a billion users, is YouTube. YouTube is free. Get it? Everyone has a billion. You know, people that aren't wrong, over a billion probably. Netflix, over 200 million subscribers. Even Nico subscribes to it. You can't go wrong with Netflix. It's got tons of stuff. And there's always seems to be something. You can rotate in and out if you want to. If you ask everyone in your house, what service do we really need and want? The kids will say Disney. The adults will probably say, and the teens will say Netflix. Gotta have Netflix. But if you're rotating, I'm sure it'll be in the next 8-10 months of the year. I mean, then you'll throw in a little bit of Max on there. There you go. But now, with Disney getting ready to go up on prices again, everyone's pushing ads. Get it cheap, but you have to watch some ads. That's going to be the future. Hulu is going to go up so much, it's going to be more expensive than Netflix and Max. Yeah. That's the push. Oh, we're going to keep the price the same if you get it with ads, but if you get it ad-free, it's going to go up a little bit. Yeah, even Disney's going up, but not as much as Hulu. They're the same price with ads, and then there's a bundle for $9.99 currently at this filming that you can get both of them. So if you're rotating in and out, you want to rotate a Disney and a Hulu at the same time. That gives you a network. You get ABC and Fox, and you still get some NBC stuff. Peacock is NBC, and well, here's our other guy. Hey, CBS is Paramount Plus. So if you like the shows on that all the time, that would be the way to go. The third most popular, number 3 here, Prime Video. That's by Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime shipping, you've got this free. And that's how they count it. That's how they get so popular. They have a lot of good stuff. No, we don't scratch the TV. That's it. Mrs. Maisel is a good show. We know that. And my soundbar just got knocked over. It's out of balance now. Excellent show. Haven't seen that. There's Disney. And fun fact, the new James Gunn Superman Legacy movie, she is Lois Lane. So that's how talented she is. And we can see a few things. Babylon was all right. There's Jurassic World, Interstellar. Top Gun Maverick was super duper excellent. Lost City was fun. It was okay. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was good. Just saw the trailer for that. It's not supposed to be the greatest movie in the world, but it looks like a fun little movie. Just kick back and watch. Ticket to Paradise was excellent. Haven't seen all the old knives, but I heard it's good. Watched that. That was pretty good. Ghost Town. Sounds like Paramount's Ghost, but it doesn't get as good reviews. Courier, My Fault. Clue. I remember Clue. That got some Academy Awards. So see, it's got stuff. Jack Ryan, The Boys, Umbrella Academy, The Expanse. There's some good stuff on it. I would definitely rotate it in and out if you don't have it. It's like you wait till Christmas to get Prime. Remember to load up on all their video stuff. Next up, the most popular is Disney. They're trying to catch up to Prime Video. And we know The Mandalorian, all the Star Wars, Pixar, Disney content. They are pulling some of that content off because it's expensive. They learned that lesson from Max. David Zaslav, who came into Max, canceled the Batgirl movie before it was like that far from being done. Cancel it. Yeah, that's him. But now everyone's copying him because they're like, he saved how much money? And the same thing with Netflix. They started getting on the password people. They were sharing passwords, and they got more business because people were like, well, we want our Netflix. We're going to pay. And Disney's going to be doing the same thing soon. They're already testing it out, I think, in India. So Disney is a big deal for the kids. Hard to get rid of if you don't keep it all year. You got to see Bluey. And our next one is a free service. You don't have to pay. Absolutely. You're like, you don't have to pay? No, it has commercials, and you don't have to pay. It's owned by CBS and Paramount, so you get a lot of that stuff. You get tons of Star Trek stuff. But it gives you some channels like cable experience to watch. You get a channel guide, and you can just watch, just like watching cable. And they have on-demand stuff. Did you know that, Nikki? They have on-demand stuff. And we love on-demand stuff. On-demand, there you go. We've got some stuff. World War Z, Ninja Turtles, they got good stuff. This is the most popular. Next, that and Tubi are the two biggest free services, absolutely. And they're both kind of the same. They've got channels that they have, some of them have original content. So that's good to look into. Go, oh, I can watch something that's original, because you're always looking for new originals to watch, something new to watch. And they have new to watch. You just have to check them out and see. Get your name and password and everything in there, and get an account so you can have a watch list. Most of the bigger ones have watch lists. So Max, which used to be HBO, is next in line. It has subscribers. Literally, Pluto has more subscribers than Max. That's how popular it is. And Tubi's right up there with it. Max used to be HBO. Now it's Max with Discovery content. You can still get Discovery content with ads, without ads, which is, you know, the cheap version with ads. You can still get that if you don't like HBO stuff. But if you like HBO and you like the new Discovery stuff, you will find it there. Tubi's next, also has channel guides, also has on demand. Next is Paramount, has all the Star Trek stuff. It has the Taylor Sheridan stuff, the guy that did Yellowstone. Now they sold the rights to Yellowstone to Peacock. So if you've been looking for Yellowstone, what's the big deal? What's so great about Yellowstone? It's great. All right, remember when someone told you Game of Thrones was great and you didn't believe them until you watched it and you were like, "This is a pretty good show." Dang, and that was on Max. And they got the sequel show, House of the Dragon, which is really good. So next you want to get Paramount. Taylor Sheridan's got constantly new shows coming out, more than Star Trek shows. Star Trek shows are kind of getting fewer and far between. And they have the Paramount movies, the Top Gun movie was there. All the stuff you'd recognize from Paramount and CBS. All your great CBS shows. I encourage everybody to find one or two shows that's got several seasons. My wife loves Ghost. The original version is on Max from the United Kingdom. We were watching a few of those, but we watched all the American version, which is newer. And that just kind of copies the other version a little bit. But she loves it. 30-minute little situation comedy, 2 seasons. She loves it. She got obsessed with it. Every time we were turning TV on, "Can we watch one more Ghost?" I'm like, "Really? Okay." We get an episode of a network. Networks have 20-some episodes. It's not like streaming where you get 80 episodes of The Mandalorian. And that's it. And then you gotta wait for something else. So, you know, and you're like, or next year. And you're like, forget it. But, you know, network show has 20-some episodes. So get hooked on an NCIS or you know, Blue Bloods or FBI or something like that, or SWAT. So one of the big shows on, you know, we're on Netflix, we're watching The Blacklist. There it is, The Blacklist, excellent. And it's a network show that's on this outfit. And The Witcher's there, Hidden Strike looks interesting. I don't know about that. Suits has become a big hit. It finally went to Netflix and people are watching it left and right. They love Suits. It used to be on USA Network, I believe. As a new comedy, Terminator movie, SWAT. See, SWAT, Black Mirror, kind of a Twilight Zone sci-fi show. There are definitely some good things on Netflix. And my wife has found Outlander, which is on one of our lower popular things, Starz, which has the Powers franchise. It has a show called Heels. It has a show called Men in Kilts, and a bunch of other shows, but it has Outlander. Outlander's like the rock for this place. And my wife has watched all the Outlanders except for the last 2 seasons, because that's how they play on Starz. They make you wait 2 seasons to get it. So eventually they will be on Netflix, and she's stubborn. She doesn't want to pay for Starz, although she enjoyed watching a Men in Kilts episode and all that. When we had Starz 1 month, we had it for a month. We watched some movies. We saw the No Way Home Spider-Man movie, I think. And some Venom movies were on there. I was like, cool. Well, I'll watch that. So Apple TV, tons of good stuff on Apple TV. The morning show you heard of when that got launched, Ted Lasso. They've got all this stuff. They have sports. They've got tons of stuff for you to watch. It's like Amazon though. When you click on it, sometimes you get stuff that doesn't exist. You can subscribe to HBOMAX. You know, they'll have that deal going for it. There, see, you can get Spider-Man. You can buy it through Apple. A lot of times you can buy it through Amazon. Google, on your YouTube, you can buy movies and rent movies. The same with Apple. And Apple, see, all these movies are on the Apple TV, but you have to rent, buy. There's Pee-wee, after Paul. He passed away recently. Lots of goods. There's Barbie. We have a Alexa show device, and my daughter programmed it for Barbie. I think I heard it, Elemental. There's Oppenheimer, trailers, all this great stuff. Apple TV's got Ted Lasso. It's got Coda, a movie that won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Blew all the other movie studios out of the water. Simple little movie. And the winner is Coda. And there, you know, all those big producers and production studios are like, Apple, freaking Apple beat us all. Yeah, Apple. Hulu's got the ABC content, it still has FX content, and it still carries a lot of the NBC content, which probably by the end of the year may be gone unless they keep some deal going. They're supposed to have some buyout, and that'll jump down to Peacock down here. But Hulu's got a lot of good stuff. They have the new Predator movie. Oh, what was it called? Prey. We love that. Takes place in the Old West, where the Predator shows up. You know, they love planets to hunt people on. It was great. Freevee is owned by Amazon, and Amazon bought out MGM. So they've got a lot of content for you to look. They have a new show called Jury Duty, which is an original, which was really good. I enjoyed it. Crackle is the original free streaming service. It has some good stuff still. But this back in the day, you always got Crackle. Yeah, I got Crackle. Doc Martin, Heartland. My wife loves Heartland. She watches that. What on Hallmark, I think. That's one of her big shows. See, there's some good stuff and there's old stuff, British stuff. So try out Crackle. Film rises, quality starts dropping a little bit. There's some stuff here. But it's not the super high end. ESPN's next in line for popularity, and Curiosity Stream. Then poor little Peacock. NBC Peacock is struggling. They've got Yellowstone because they bought the rights to it. And, you know, they got a few other things. They have The Office. You know, if you want to watch The Office, you can watch The Office. Saturday Night Live, but I cheat and I would watch. Now with the writer's strike, you can't watch any of that. But The Office reruns you can watch here. My Saturday Night Live was on YouTube. I would just catch clips. That'd be good enough. Discovery, we talked about earlier, is still there. Shark Week. Shark Week's on Max too. You know, it's there. But there's your Discovery Plus if you don't like HBO stuff. Zuma Play, also free movies, different things like that.
I assume you got that star rating, so let's see what we got.
Free movies, TV shows, games, exits. It's average stuff. Stars, we talked about that. Showtime has merged with Paramount up here. You can get Showtime content with your Paramount, but you have to pay a little bit extra. But it's a good deal. It's like the Disney. Those are the people from Ghost. We changed our characters to match Ghost. Billions, Showtime show. See? The Chai is Showtime show. Zoe, Paw Patrol, Big Brother, CBS show. Joe Pickett is excellent. We've been watching that. Picard, Transformers new movie, NCIS. We've been watching that from the beginning to give us something to do. So if you just want, but a lot of times the big movies they'll put on Showtime, and you wanted to see that on Paramount, you got to get the Showtime. So that's why you get Showtime. But if you don't like Paramount for some reason, you just like the movies on Showtime and the shows on Showtime, you want to see Billions, another episode of Billions, there it is. That's the big show. Although I love Shameless. That's great. Okay, Plex, average. But if you have a computer with movies, that's where people download their movies and run it through Plex. MGM Plus has a couple shows that you might be interested in checking out. AMC has The Walking Dead, but it doesn't have everything I've heard. I've heard everything meant to. Next popularity, we're getting down lower, Crunchyroll. Now Crunchyroll has got a lot of anime. Sling, now Sling is neat because not only is it that cable-like experience that's pretty expensive, I think it's like $45 or something like that, but they have a free service where you can get some of those movies and some of those TV shows and just watch them. There's 911, Reno 911's classic. Got some shows on Max too. But they have some free stuff. So they want you to get used to being on Sling and then you can pay for the cable-like experience. I'm not big on live TV because, yeah. And here's CW app. You have CW Network, it's on your cable channel, a lot of the Arrowverse, Flash shows, Nancy Drew, whose line is it anyway? All that great stuff is on here, and a lot of the episodes are on here. Grimm 90210, Heroes Reign. There's some great shows on here. And there are originals for them. So it's a great app to have. You look back, if you can get a whole season, watch it, try to keep up. My wife loves Hallmark movies, so that has to be there. Vudu, you can rent, buy, and you've got some free stuff. Have you ever heard of any of this free stuff? Probably not. As you get lower on the totem pole, that's it. Supposedly Warner Brothers, Max people are going to get one of those free channels too, eventually. That's tablets, my DVR for the antenna. Movies Anywhere is something that you can download all those movies you bought on Apple, and it used to be Google and all these different services. They give you a free movie in the, with your DVD. Back in the day, you could download some of that stuff. I think you're only down to like 3 different companies they let you share, but all of them get merged on this, and you can just sit back and watch all your movies you bought. So it's neat to check into and see what you can get and get over there. Okay, and then music services. There's always plenty of music services to consider. Number 1 has got to be Spotify. There you go, and Apple. Coming next, Amazon Music. If you have Prime, you get like a mid-tier music service from them. iHeartRadio has the radio stations you like, plus some podcasts and different things. Viva Music Videos. And Pandora has really come along. They have an expensive version and a free version, lots of free versions. But they've got this new thing where you can create a station and just pick 6 artists. And when you create a radio station, you do Taylor Swift. You're going to get some Ed Sheeran, you're going to get some other people that are similar to Taylor Swift in the same type of thing, or that radio station. But this one lets you pick 6 artists. So you can pick Taylor Swift over here, the Beatles over here, Jimmy Buffett over here, the Eagles. You see what I'm saying? You can pick 6 completely different artists, way over all over the place. And basically their stuff would play most of the time. That's great. A couple of commercials thrown in, but they're not as bad as Spotify. You get the free version of Spotify, you're going to get some commercials. Okay? But that's great to have. News. They've got lots of good news stuff you can get. News On, local news, your cable company. Haystack's my favorite because I can program it with different companies, including a little bit of Cheddar, CNN. Get your local, hopefully, through that. And a lot of times it'll play the weather or something right away. Now they go, cool. Fox, you got sports. Got to pay for a lot of Red Bull's fun. Red Bull's got some wild stuff. CBS Sports, Twitch, watch some video games, Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL. A lot of people buy these live TV companies. These are more free services. Just watch kind of gives you an idea what's going on. That one gives you kind of antenna-like stuff for certain areas, not everybody. Comments, just a place where they have shows. Redbox, movies and TV. Popcorn Flicks, movies and TV with commercials. Shout, movies and TV. Stir, movies and TV. It's kind of like those other guys. Pluto. but they're a little lower on the totem pole. So you have to explore it yourself. Your networks still have a lot of these things. Right now, PBS wants you to get a membership, so they're not showing you much. But if you can find in your PBS area free stuff, great, get it. ABC, you can probably watch your ABC stuff here. You have to wait a week, but there's your show. You're only a week behind. And if you can't keep up with your streaming service anyway, what does it matter? There's NBC. Fox now, is that still there? I think Fox, one of the Foxes got, yeah, that's, yeah, they want to track, no, we're not, always ask the app not to track. Hey, there's What We Do in the Shadows. When does that'll start? Lot. What is Lot? Season 5's Lot. There's some latest clips. No, we want to see season 5. Sling subscription. I don't have a Sling subscription. No. Sign in with your TV. If you have a cable provider, it'll let you do it. Okay. Okay, that's on AppleTV. See, you just go back, double click that, slide over, up, get rid of it, go. And see, there's your iTunes store, TV shows and movies to rent or buy. Got to have that. There's a bunch of good weather apps. These are your live services. DirecTV, Friendly, Fubo has a lot of sports. YouTube TV is the king of live right now. And Sling, Spectrum has some TV for cable. So if some of you guys have a TV in the house and you don't want to rent those little cable boxes from like Spectrum or ChromeCast. For Spectrum, you can just watch it here on the app. Philo, you're not going to get much news or sports there, or Friendly. That's why it's so cheap. Sports and news cost money. Okay, guys? Local channels cost money. You're going to find most of your local channels on YouTube or Hulu with live TV. Hulu has a live TV that's like 70, 80 bucks. That's 70, 80 bucks. Sling was like 40, 45. This is probably up to about 40 or 30 or something like that. This is probably expensive. Got a lot of sports, probably 70, 80. Who knows? But I don't deal with live TV because I like to pause. Weather, Carrot's funny. It has an insult for you every time. You can downplay it up and down. Weather channel on TV. I like it on my phone. Don't like it on the TV because it doesn't give me much weather information. It's kind of weird. And my wife likes moon phases. Trailers, you can watch cool trailers on Apple's trailers. Apple's podcast, you can listen to that. TED Talks are fun. Apple Arcade, photos, your fitness, computer. Speed test, good to test your internet, how fast it's coming in. Your app store, that's where you get your apps. Settings, there's your settings. And you got other stuff in search. And some games they'll put on. So that's it. The number one thing you should have, YouTube. Everybody should have YouTube. Anything you need. How do I change the key fob battery in my key fob? Somebody made a video for it for your car. Somebody out there must have, or got one close. It's on YouTube. Every news event, right now, Hawaii and Maui, there's the fires. That's all over YouTube. I got a Hawaiian news station broadcast on YouTube. That was interesting. Interesting stuff on YouTube. Netflix is still king. They got good stuff and bad stuff. Mostly bad stuff, but they got so much of it, you can't help but get it. You know, you can skip it occasionally. Tell a family, hey, tough love, tough love. Prime, probably got it free if you got Prime shipping. Otherwise, I'd rotate it in and out. They got the new Lord of the Rings show, things like that. Disney, I just watched Secret Invasion. I could have rotated that out. Yeah, wasn't that great? And it was all they had. You know what I mean? It was just kind of, you're waiting for the new Marvel show, and then you got to wait for a Star Wars show, and they're spreading them out to keep you subscribed, and don't want you to leave, but we got all this other great stuff, and you're like, yeah, it's great stuff, but whatever. Oh, tip of the day. If you're trying to figure out, what are we going to do monthly for your subscriptions? Get your months, write them down. Say, what should we do? Well, this is CBS. This is Hulu, which will probably merge with Disney a little bit, but you still have to pay for it separate, they say, until it's really merged. And then you've got your NBC Peacock. rotate those on different months, 3 different months. So like if you do a month of this, a month of this, and a month of this, and then back. That way you get your network stuff. You can watch your network shows, binge a bunch of those. And then you got your other guys, your big guys, your Netflix, your Prime, your Disney. Pluto's free, Tubi's free, Max, Apple TV. Apple TV's got some great award-winning stuff. Then you rotate those in. Same thing. Like maybe your Max rotates in with your Peacock, or your Netflix rotates in with Peacock. And the trick is, Shark Week likes to come on Discovery, but it's kind of on the end of July with all these extra specials. And you're like, I can't watch them all at the end of July. Really? Save it for August. Max is August. Disney has Shark Fest in July. So you can watch all of their shows. So pencil Disney in for July. This is how you start your list. With the, I gotta have it for a certain time of year. Where do I like to watch all my Christmas content? Is it Netflix and Max and Disney? You know, who's got the best holidays, or Thanksgiving, or Hanukkah, or whatever you like to do for holidays? Or you got everybody coming over to the house and the kids are gonna be there. The kids are gonna be there, which means you have to have Disney around December or for Thanksgiving time, which is November. So schedule that in. Then you can, you know, a lot of people just add a service, you know, in the new, I'm sure when House of the Dragon came out, everyone got Max for the entire run of the show. You know, they had it and they kept watching. They didn't wait till that last month. The trick is to wait till the last month and then binge watch it, and then watch it week to week to week for those last 3 or 4 shows. So you don't get a spoiler on YouTube going, so-and-so died. You're like, what? What? And it's on the video. Big picture of them. They're dead. And you're like, no. So you don't want to spoil it. So if it's a super big show, you may want to just subscribe, then shoot it in there, especially at the end. Only Murders in the Building is on Hulu right now, and we don't have Hulu. And my wife asked about it. I said, we don't have it right now. We'll get it in a month or 2. I think it ends in October. No. This is August, September, October, maybe September, October. I don't know, but we'll catch it. We'll catch it later. We'll subscribe to Hulu, and if it's part of Disney at that point, I'll just add it in real fast, and we'll watch Only Murders in the Building, some other stuff. And that's how you do it. You know, just that's how you save the money. And everyone's going to have to get ads to save money. They want you to pay that much for ads for right now, and they can charge you an arm and a leg for no ads. So if you still got Netflix, most of you got no ads on that. There is a cheap version with no ads, but most people have ad-free. That's what I'm saying. I said it wrong, didn't I? That's okay. You get it. You know what to do. Right now, Prime Video has no ads. Apple TV has no ads. So if you want to get something for a year and not have ads and bounce back and forth, but know that some of the shows you watch have no ads, Apple, Prime Video, your mid-grade of Netflix, you know, if it's going to be in the house 24/7, Disney's going to get expensive. Yeah, you got the kids, they ain't going nowhere anyway, let them sit through some ads. And if they start hollering for whatever's on the ad, just say, no, okay, no. That's all you got to know. It's simple. You could cut back so much. Get a piece of paper and pencil out. Cut back so much. It's like $7.99. $7.99 with ads. Paramount and Peacock, I think, are $6.99. Oh, then you get expensive with Netflix, Max. Where's the other guy? Well, anyway, Netflix and Max are the 2 big boys. Right now, Netflix has a great deal on the no ads. I mean, the ads version. The only trick is some of their contracts with some of those weird shows they have say you cannot have our show and put ads on top of it and make money. So they can't have those shows or movies. So there are a few that are limited to. They haven't said what they are. But I would try it with ads and see what's missing. You know, like if Stranger Things is missing, and you're like, really? I doubt it would be missing. It's their show. They can do what they want to with it, pretty much. But you know, if there was something else on Netflix that you wanted to see, I'm sure The Witcher, Lincoln Lawyer, Suits might have some kind of restriction. You never know. So, I don't know, quarterback is SWAT's just a show, Black Mirror. I think it comes from the UK, so it could have some kind of deal. Who knows? But it's worth the risk, because if you're missing out, you can just say, well, next month we'll get it with no ads. We'll watch what we can with ads and tell the kids, hey, next month we'll get it with ads. I mean, no ads. It gets confusing, doesn't it? Because you're getting ads on these free guys. And they're free, it's the same thing. Okay, come on, let's save some money. They want to play the game. Say, no problem. I got the game figured out. I'm rotating in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I got 3 rotations, and I'll work on it. My expensive Netflix, my Peacock, and maybe I'll throw in an Apple TV. And then I'll do this, 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 and this. And you're done. You got your 3 networks bouncing around. And there's only 6 months of the year you need the network stuff. Usually it starts around September, October, November. December, some network stuff disappears. Sometimes in January it disappears. February, March, April, May. May, usually all the shows end. Now we have the writer's strike and the actor's strike, and things are going to be really late, but they'll probably still end it in May because the kids are getting out of school and no one's home watching TV. When summer hits, they're not watching TV. That's why they don't put a lot of stuff on. They have summer shows they try out, and if everybody goes crazy for it, they make a lot more of them. So that's how the trick works. If you wanted to just not rotate any of the network stuff in the summer months, you could just rotate it in Stars. You could try little Stars, little Showtime-y, try MC, MGMs if they're any good, if they suck. And remember your CW. There's always CW. It's got commercials, but it's got shows, original shows. Okay? Good to see you.